Okay, so today is Tattoo Tuesday, and I am going to do a video about a specific tattoo that I have. I have a lot, I have over 100. I will randomly make a video like this ever so often, but what I will say is I will only do specific tattoos that really stick out to me because I have a lot of like little fill-in stuff that you can see, but it really just know it's just filling. I mean, it may mean something. Okay, I'm getting off course, but look, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite tattoos. And this is going to be my first one. I am also going to post a picture of it on Instagram. I have had this tattoo now for about 5 or 6 years, I would say. And somebody I used to work with did it. His name is George Goss. And George actually helped me a lot in the beginning of my apprenticeship days. Um, just on some tattoo lessons, um, life lessons kind of too, that involve tattoos or that involve becoming a tattoo artist. But again, that's not what we're talking about. Today we're talking about my Shunga tattoo. And I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of background on what Shunga is so you can know what the hell I'm talking about. But Shunga is basically Japanese erotic art. You might have seen some paintings or artwork of a Shunga or a woman that was in bondage that was tied up with ropes. Um, I have one of those tattoos. And it came about because he had this artwork and he wanted to tattoo it for a long time. And of course, you have to be a specific taste in body art for certain things. And I guess it was hard for him to find or come across somebody who would want this particular piece of art. So when I seen it, of course, I wanted it because it was dope to me. I've always had a interest in anime and Japanese everything. Sushi is my favorite food. Just growing up, Bruce Lee, Kill Bill, all of that stuff was interesting and like in my top favorites of things. And it's funny because I was only supposed to have one sleeve, y'all, one half a sleeve when I started getting tattoos. I was supposed to stop right here, and that was it. I was stern on that because I was thinking about jobs and I was thinking about my family and how they would feel. So I was supposed to stop here. But back in the day, when all this was open, right here, there was nothing here, nothing. I got this. I got my Shunga. And I'll just show it to you before I keep blabbing. But this is she. And look, right, if you could see like her nipple, I was trying to fight that. I was like, no, I don't want her nipple. There are the ropes. Come all the way around. Up in here in the crease, that pain there was something else. Okay? That pain was something else there. Okay, but back to this. Look, okay, so her nipple is right here. I'm shiny. But I was trying to fight that. I was like, no, I don't want it. And he was like, look, if you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this. And you can't worry about what nobody else thinks about your work. And if you worried about the nipple and you don't want that part, then you might as well not get it. I was like, okay, fine. You're right. Go ahead and do it. And he did a great job of it. Because when he got to that part, he was like, now you make sure you gotta get it right. Can't have no messed up nipples. Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces. It took 3 hours. Um, I wet healed it, which you may not be familiar with, but I've done 2 tattoos like that. Wet healing is where you know how you usually get a tattoo and you just wash it and put ointment on it and then you just do that. You know what I'm saying? However, you're instructed to do that. With wet healing is where you wrap it with like the clear wrap. So it's basically wet the whole process. So you take it off, you wash it and clean it like normal, but then you rewrap it. And I did that out of curiosity to experience it. It was in a spot where I could see everything and how it healed differently. And, you know, it had a lot of shade in it. So I wanted to preserve all of that good shade. And I didn't want anything to happen to it. So that's why I wet healed it. And it came out good. So yeah. And I wrote down like a note also just to tell y'all, but it's basically saying that the Japanese style bondage, it's very much about the way the rope is applied, and the pleasure is more in the journey than destination. It's an extension of a person's hand and is used to communicate. And it was the artwork was produced mainly around like 1600 to about 1900. And I love the tattoo, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But what happened was after I got that, I had to get this, and then I had to get this, and then I had to fill it up, and that's how I ended up with my first sleeve. So, Tattoo Tuesday, the Shunga sleeve piece, full forearm, 3 hours, 6 years ago. One of my favorite tattoos, and I'll be back again. I don't know when to give you another one. We got a lot to choose from. If you have any questions, leave them down. You know what to do. And peace.